And just like that, the Eastern and Western Conference Finals are done. That did not take long, ladies and gentlemen. And the games were, like some good, some bad, a little bit of both. But before we go into the final two teams in the NBA Finals, let's recap what happened in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. Starting with the East, we got the Celtics versus the Pacers. This was, again, a very strange series. On the surface level, the Celtics stomped them, and technically they did stomp them. However, the Pacers could have easily won Game 1, they could have won Game 3 easily, and Game 4, and there's a reality where they're up 3-1 right now, even without Halliburton. It sounds crazy, but we had Game 1 was a very close back-and-forth match, and the Pacers had the Celtics by the throat, but Halliburton threw a bad pass, a Jaylen Brown 3, we go to overtime, and the rest is history. Celtics win Game 1. Game 2, the Celtics rolled over them, Halliburton got hurt, and that's when the series was over. At least it should have been. The Pacers actually played a really good Game 3 and a really good Game 4 where they could have won. And would they have won the series when they won those two games? No, because Halliburton is a great player and he needs to be on the court, and we don't know if he was going to play or not. But either way, the Pacers, they played hard. Let's say that. They played hard. And the Celtics are going to the finals. They've had I don't like being salty, but they've had a Mickey Mouse ass run. Let's not sugarcoat it. They've had an easy ass run. But you know what? They won. If they lost the games, they would suck, and this team does not suck. And they're going to the finals for the second time in 3 years. What the fuck was that? What did we just watch? What the hell was that? Did I just see the team that dethroned the defending champs lose in 5 and destroy in the final game? Are you kidding me? There's absolutely no possibility I saw any of the outcomes of this Mavs Wolves series ending like this. Yes, I said the Mavs could win, but I was thinking the Mavs could maybe edge them out and maybe get a Game 7 win like they did against the Suns, where they were trailing the entire time. But this, they were not trailing once. The series was never tied at once. It was all the Mavs all the time. And I know what you're thinking. The first 4 games when the Mavs were up 3-1, the games were close. And it led to a lot of people believing that the Wolves could come back because the games were all close. However, we watched that 5th game, and it is clear as day, the Mavericks are just a better team. They destroyed them. This is a Game 5. This is a make or break for the T-Wolves, and this is a game that the Mavericks could lose and still win the next game, and they were more aggressive. Think about that. The team that is down 3-1 was not nearly as aggressive as the Mavericks, and that just shows you how badly this Mavericks team wanted to win and get the hell out of there in Game 5. And I want to give Anthony Edwards the benefit of the doubt, because I think he must be dealing with an injury, because he was so good in the Suns series, and he was mostly good in the Nuggets series, but ever since Game 7 of the Nuggets series, he's been off. There's something off. I don't think he had a mental error of being choking. I don't think so. He faced the defending champs, and he played great. I think he must have an injury because he was just off the entire series. He had a Game 4 where he played really good, but other than that, he was off. Cat had a lot of bad games. Cat needed to play better. Rudy Gobert, we've known this since the Nuggets series that he's not going to shut down these guys. So, why do you keep putting him on Luka? Why do you keep putting him on? Whatever, man. Nas Reed played well most of the time. Good for him. But the Mavericks, man. Holy shit. I'll admit, man, I did not think the Mavericks were going to come to the finals. I legit had them winning the first series and losing to Oklahoma in 6. I remember I said, I think a lot of people agree with this, when they pick West champions, they either pick the Nuggets or the Lakers, and then maybe the third option is the Wolves, 4th, maybe the Mavericks, maybe the Thunder. I had the Mavericks as the 5th best team in the West, they ranked. I legit thought they were the 5th best team. And I was saying winner of Nuggets, Lakers goes to the finals, and then the Nuggets lost to the Wolves, and it's the Wolves go to the finals, and then the Wolves lost to the Mavericks. This is one of the craziest things I've seen in playoff basketball, because it's usually kind of predictable, but the West playoffs have been great. Honestly, who would have expected the freaking Mavericks to go all the way to the finals this year, especially when it felt like the Wolves legit had fate on their side. But I guess fate was indeed not on their side. And you know what? This is a heartbreaker for the Wolves, but I think they'll be back. They're still a young-ass team. They need to make a few adjustments, but they'll be back. Mavericks, though, are going to the finals. Now we got these 2 star-studded teams. Let's break them down first.
I want me gold.
The Boston Celtics are a very, very good basketball team, obviously. They have one of the best players in the world in Jason Tatum. They have Jaylen Brown, who is an all-star and an insanely good player and is a very good complement to Jason Tatum. They also have Derek White, who's great at shooting threes. Kristaps Porzingis being out does hurt them, But still, they have guys like Drew Holiday and the ageless wonder Al Horford on their team. Now, this team is obviously a very stacked team. There's a reason this team finished first in the NBA, because they're good. They're not just a one-man show. Times where Jason Tatum plays bad, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, those guys step up and win games. Games where Derek White and Jaylen Brown step down, Jason Tatum steps up. If the Celtics win or lose this finals, it's going to be a hard-fought series. I do not see the Celtics going down late, and I think they have a very good chance of winning the finals. And now we got the Dallas Mavericks. Well, who would have thought they would get here? This team is on fire right now, storming back and defeating the Wolves in a 5-game series when everyone thought the Wolves were destined to go to the finals and win. But no, they said no, Luka said no, Kyrie said no, Jason Kidd said no, and they won. This team has Luka Doncic, who is probably the best player in the world right now. Kyrie Irving, his resurgence has been amazing. Like, honestly, it's been amazing. It's not because he played bad, he's hopped a lot of teams, and he's not big in Boston, and now he's back, man. Now he's back, he's playing amazing, and he's in Boston. Holy crap, you can't write it better than that. Kyrie in Boston in the finals, like you can't write it better than that, man. And you guys got like PJ Washington, who's played very good, Derek Lively, and Daniel Gafford. These guys have played their roles well and have seriously helped the Mavs get to the finals. Obviously, they're not the main reasons, but the reasons that help. You can't just go there by one player, obviously, and these guys are helping the Mavericks get there and giving them a chance to win. And they could. Will they? We just gotta wait and see, though. Now the finals. We got the Mavs. We got the Celtics. NBA Finals 2024. Who's going to win? I think the series is actually going to be good. I don't think it's going to be a runaway for either team. I think either way, this series is going to 6 at least. And in my opinion, the Celtics are just too good and they're just too healthy. Listen, like those 7-game series you play, they wear down on you. Like those extra games could add injuries, and they've played 4 games. And their team is basically healthy besides Porzingis. And as much as I would love to see the Mavs win, I think the Celtics are going to win in 6 games, but a competitive 6 games. And the Celtics better hope they win, because if they lose, they will get torn apart. The teams they played in the East, they destroyed, just to lose to the Mavs, they will get torn apart in the media. So they gotta win. They literally gotta win for their integrity. Yes, but that's it. Enjoy the NBA playoffs, everybody. I know I probably will or won't. Hopefully the series is good. And that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.